Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, the voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by BASF. Visit with your local ag retailer about 0% financing on all BASF crop protection, seed treatment, and Zetavo brand soybeans now through March 15th. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg reporting. Well, outside we've got cloudy skies, 45 degrees on the barn thermometer, but that wind is something else, gusting well above 50 miles an hour, and with that, it feels much colder. A couple quick calendar reminders. Join the Ohio AgNet coming up on Monday during midday as we get an update from Ohio Corn and Wheat about the great work being done to represent Ohio's grain farmers at the state and national levels. And then coming up on Wednesday the 18th, you can get ready to see the future of farming by joining Ag Revolution for the Ohio Massey Ferguson Roadshow. That again on Wednesday the 18th at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds in Circleville, Ohio. Learn more and RSVP at agrev.com. Let's catch up now with Ty Higgins as he has a recap on this week's Ohio Farm Bureau President's trip to Washington, D.C.
This week, Ohio Farm Bureau farmer leaders took part in the 80th County President's trip to Washington, D.C. I was here with them, and as usual, there was no lack of pressing issues to discuss that have a direct impact on Ohio agriculture. Matthew Hemphill is a hay and cattle farmer, also vice president of Gallia County Farm Bureau. This was his first time on the trip.
I love working with the people in our county. You learn a lot, what their struggles, what they see, what they need to happen to be able to make the most out of their farms. And I would say the Farm Bill, that is going to be a huge impact to not just our county, but also the state.
For Brenda Mesher from Mercer County, she's been part of this trip now for 5 years.
I love the opportunity to come here and talk about agriculture and share with our legislators what's going on back home in Mercer County.
What are some of the things that you talked about, and who is your congressman you visited with today?
So we visited with Representative Jordan's aide today, and we talked about E15, but we also talked a lot about fertilizer and trade and concerns that we have with getting fertilizer and then the cost of fertilizer.
While out here, Ohio Farm Bureau members also heard from Senators John Husted and Bernie Moreno and the president of American Farm Bureau, Zippy Duvall. You can follow our coverage online now at ohioagnet.com. I'm Ty Higgins reporting.
Thanks, Ty. Well, let's get a check of your Friday and through the weekend weather forecast. This weather update brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Learn more online at seedconsultants.com.
Colder air dominating over the state of Ohio today. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Quick forecast update for you here. We are very windy in the northern part of the state. That's going to continue up to sunset. And we are also seeing a little bit of spit and sprinkle action trying to hold on in northern parts of Ohio this afternoon. Generally speaking, though, getting rid of that moisture as the system over Michigan dies down. We'll take a break tomorrow. Then we have more rain to finish the weekend Sunday into Monday. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your markets after this.
Ohio farmers are excited about the approval of Striax dicamba herbicide for in-crop soybean use. For a limited time, B&B AgVantages in Conover, Ohio, are reopening cash discounts and financing on Asgrow soybeans. This is a fantastic opportunity to return to the proven yield performance of Asgrow soybeans and the strong weed control system of the XtendFlex system. Orders must be placed and paid for by March 13th. Contact B&B AgVantages for details at 937-368-3880.
Let's take a look at what's impacting the markets. Today's market analysis is brought to you by the Louis Dreyfus Company. Excited to bring a brand new soybean crush facility to Upper Sandusky, Ohio. Learn more about marketing your soybeans with LDC at 574-566-2113. We could be looking at some profit taking ahead of the weekend after a recent run higher as spot corn closed well below the high on Thursday and is leaking lower early today. December corn made another run at highs Thursday before falling. Now with soybeans, the soaring soybean market is taking a modest break early today, with beans and products a bit lower to start. The recent run to new highs has been fueled by bean oil, as the EPA rumors predict a bullish biofuels fuel mandate coming soon, and U.S. trade representatives are set to meet with Chinese counterparts in Paris over the weekend ahead of the Trump Z summit in Beijing. The wheat markets were slightly firmer early today, bouncing back from overnight weakness. The drought monitor showed drought expanding in the southwestern plains and especially the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles. Let's get a check of what the markets are doing currently. This market update brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Learn more at seedconsultants.com. A mixed day of trade as we find March corn down 2 1/4 cents at $4.46. May corn 2 3/4 cents lower at $4.59 3/4 cents, and corn for July is 3 cents lower at $4.71. March beans currently unchanged at $12.13, but May soybeans are trading down 13 3/4 at $12.13 1/2 cents, and beans for July are down 13 1/4 cents at $12.26 3/4 cents. Wheat for July trading up 3/4 penny at $6.10 1/2 cents. Wheat for September up 3/4 penny at $6.23 1/2, and wheat for December up a full penny at $6.40 1/4 cents. Turning now to livestock, April live cattle are down 2.5 cents at $231.22 1/2 cents, but June cattle are trading 25 cents higher at $229.62 1/2 cents. April lean hogs trading 52.5 cents lower at $93.82 1/2 cents. May hogs down 67.5 cents at $98.47 1/2, and feeder cattle trading up $1.30, $344.30. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe with all the wind out there. You're listening to the Ohio AgNet.